Luke. You do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training.
I'll never join you!
If you only knew the power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
No! No!
Now, ascend, my son.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bayou Geeks. I'm your host, Phatty316. How's y'all week been going? I know mine's been hot as fuck down here. Don't know what to say, really. It's been good this week, I guess. Hot as hell. But let's just jump right into it. Why not? Because y'all don't want to hear me just talk rambling. But this man needs no intro. You know him. You love him. Maximus. Jesus Christ! I fucked up your name.
She was so good. You were going so good, and then
the lava just built up. My speech impediment and shit. Yeah. But Mr. MaximusG420, what's going on, my friend?
What's good, baby? What's good, bro? Yeah, it's hot. I pulled a robbery today. Went to somebody's house, stole a bike. They even had a ramp and everything for me. Took a helmet. Yeah, I had the key. It was awesome. Like, nobody even said shit. We just fucking took it and nobody cared.
Sounds like New York.
Just fucking roll up.
But it sounds like California.
This is my shit now. This is mine now. But yeah, no. Thanks everybody for tuning in, for checking us out. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe buttons down there, wherever they're at, over there.
Real quick to the audience, he's not lying.
Yeah,
he's not lying. He did come pick up a motor scooter today with another guy.
Yeah, with the old bastard.
With Tepan. Yeah, y'all know him as old bastard. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, old bastard.
Poor bastard or poor bastard.
Old poor bastard. Yeah, you were calling him old dirty bastard.
Yeah, he was on the Transformers show. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
And he lives the part.
Yeah, he's strange cat, man. Strange cat. But we went over there, picked up that scooter that he's been wanting to pick up from me forever.
Yeah, I sold him my scooter, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember it from when I bought it a couple years ago with
years ago. Yeah.
That former co-host, him.
Bitch.
But yeah. Just one time. That was for today.
Just couldn't do it. We didn't do it all last week.
Not today.
All last week, the whole episode, we got away with not having to hit that alarm didn't go off, and all of a sudden.
I heard what I heard today, bro. So let's
the first 5 minutes. The first 5 fucking minutes.
Well, we won't be monetized. It was worth it.
Oh shit! Man.
Like I said, after what I heard today, so fuck it. But that'll be the one time, just one time. Where were we?
Just talking about the week. You said it was hot. I agree with you.
Oh yeah, and y'all stole a bike. Yes.
Yeah, we stole the motorbike. Yeah.
Yes. Trying to truck. Where do we go from here, man?
I don't know, bro.
We are fucked up this week, yo.
Yeah, bro. I'm on edibles, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
You're fired. You come to work all high and shit, you're fired.
Really? Well, I'm gonna put some behind the scenes shit up online, and we'll see what happens. We'll see who has more outrage than. Trust me.
Oh man, we don't even have 100 subscribers. You're alreys trying to start controversy with the podcast. He's trying to. He's trying to blackmail me for money.
So, yeah.
Give me Optimus Prime. No. And I want your Transformers comic book signed. What?
Roll out. Oh man. But yeah, bro, you know the
Gary be on the video playing with it. We came to a settlement. Isn't that right, Optimus Prime?
playing that knockoff Top Gun shooting video game with the fighter pilot shit. That shit was so fucking ridiculous. I don't even remember how I even got on topic on that one.
The Action Max.
Yeah, that shit was so. That shit was so.
It was
weird.
so lame. Now, see, now the Blue Thunder one, the video was the actual movie, and they just added those things to it.
That's funny.
Like the fighting scenes with the helicopters, like from the. You remember Blue Thunder?
Yeah, I do. I remember that. Yeah, that's weird stuff.
And yeah, that was what that video actually was. All it was the fighting scenes in the movie. I don't know if they had like any new like clips with actors like, "You're the pilot of Blue Thunder. You need," some cheesy ass, filming.
Alabama.
yeah, Alabama be back, with the Confederate flag on his helmet.
Oh my god, that shit was so fucking funny.
What else did they have? They had one like with the police. Remember the like police targets you see in the movies, like with the chick holding the gun. It was a real cartoon. Yeah. They had one of those.
Guy with shotgun.
yeah, exactly. It'd be a cartoon figure, but they'd be real big. They always had that one like chick with the red shirt and the black hair holding the gun like this. But yeah, they had one of those where the video, they just, I guess, zoom through like these little doorways and you click, 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 clink.
Yeah, bro. Those games back in the day with the technology was so fucking weird. It was so fucking weird.
They oversold it on TV, bro. I promise.
Oh, of course they did. They were much worse. Those commercials lied to us more than anything in the world. They were the worst commercials ever.
Shit, I remember. Go ahead.
So the only thing that I remember that ever seen a commercial for and playing it was actually pretty cool. Was the hockey game where you had all the guys, you could slide them up and down. And it had a dome over the top. So dude, that was the only one that actually, like, when you saw a commercial for it and you saw it in real life, it was the real thing. It was like, this is almost like an arcade, but it's analog.
The arcade version was the best one, though. I mean, hands down, that one in the arcades with that big old plastic dome, that was the best one. Well, the Russian, American.
Yeah, it was Russian America, yeah. But we had one. I had as a kid, and it was a tabletop size one. So you could sit there and play it like just on we had a pool table. So you sit there and we would play with it and it had a lid on the top of it. And if we wanted to get real spicy, we could actually take the lid off of it, the dome part. So then the puck would actually fly out and like fucking hit us in the face or some shit. If you fucking spinning it all crazy and shit.
No shit. I told Brent that's on my wish list, dude. I would love to have one of those original arcade ones, dude. Yeah, those were so fucking fun.
Dude, I had one of those. It was so cool. It wasn't as good as the arcade ones because the arcade ones, you could tell they were like heavy duty and they were like thick. the home version one, they weren't that thick. They like don't worry. There was a couple of guys that I had no heads and a couple of the sticks would break eventually. They would make the sticks kind of thick, but it wasn't thick enough, like especially with fucking kids and we're just fucking hitting that shit all crazy.
Yeah, those were fun. And they had a lot of pinball machines back then too. I remember they made pinball machines for fucking everything.
Yeah, pinball machines were pretty cool. Pinball machines were fun. I've seen the Terminator 2 pinball machine. I've seen Aliens pinball machine.
That one's fucking classic, the Terminator one.
Yeah, there was like a Metallica one. I remember that one. That was a newer one. I remember they started having bands that had pinball machines, and I was like, what the fuck? I like a band pinball machine, and Metallica was one.
Well, Kiss had one back in the day,
and that's what I'm saying. Kiss was the other one that I was gonna say. That was the other band that I remember having it. So it was just like that's different, right? Like we grew up in an analog, pre-digital era. There goes a dog's fucking barking.
Speaking of the Terminator pinball, I got that like on I think it's the Xbox where you could download like the pinball machines and shit like in one game. And they got like all the classic and Terminator's one of them you can buy. I was like, yeah, I gotta have that one. And sat there and fucking played it without having to pop it with quarters and shit. And they really got it going. I was like, holy shit, this shit's fun.
Hell yeah, bro. Like fucking right.
They actually had a classic, one of my favorite classics on there too, F-14 Tomcat. And I was like, holy shit. That was one of my favorite fucking pinball machines.
Yeah, that was a fun one too. Since I fucking had Maverick and everybody on that shit. That shit was awesome.
Dude, I can never find any. I guess if I go find like emulators or something, I could probably find it with ease. But like, no game system or home console ever has the game Heavy Barrel.
What game is that? It sounds familiar.
Heavy Barrel was like an Akai Warriors type game, but
Okay.
you would eventually like go, get these chests, and you would maybe find a piece of the heavy barrel, and eventually you get all the pieces and just fucking start creaming everything.
Huh.
It was just more of a futuristic type of Kai Warriors
What was
on
it called?
arcade, of course.
Heavy Barrel?
Heavy Barrel.
Oh yeah, pops up arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, this looks very familiar.
You probably play. I think it may have been also called Heavy Weapon.
No, I remember this. Holy shit. Dude, this is so...
Dude, I lived in the arcades as a kid, especially on Friday nights. My dad would bowl at the Kenna Bowl. It used to be Don Carter Lanes, and he was in the league. And
so you'd be sitting in that arcade all fucking night.
And they used to... Well, the arcade was different. I don't know if it is an arcade in there now, but it wasn't.
There is.
But no, it wasn't nothing compared to what it was when I was a kid, dude. It was huge. And they had that's where I played all them fucking the hockey game, the claw machines, all the new arcades, all the fucking pinballs. Heavy Barrel. It's the way I learned how to become a fucking pro at Karate Champ, a game a lot of people can't figure out.
That game is hard, bro. I don't understand.
With the sticks?
Yeah, I couldn't play that game.
I learned it. It is hard, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit.
I didn't have the patience back then when I was a kid to do anything like that. It was too much. It didn't work really well with me. Once you said that, it gave me fucking flashbacks of just wasting my money. I'm gonna go play Street Fighter. I gotta hear it.
I bought it on PlayStation, Karate Champ, or it's actually the Japanese version of it. It's not the American version. It's the one you seen Donald Gibb and Jean Collard playing in Bloodsport.
Yeah,
that was the version you get on PlayStation. Dude, I was still like a pro. I was like, look at me, bro. I still got it. Remember the moves. It's like Street Fighter, bro. You never forget. You put me in front of a Street Fighter machine right now. I remember that shit.
I don't know, bro. I haven't been on one of those in forever. But I remember that's what I loved about going to the arcade, was going and seeing all the buttons and like having a different layout and be like, man, I wonder when they could have this at home. And you had somebody that was, fancy and had one of those joysticks with like 3 buttons on the joystick. You're like, what? How do you use that? He's like, oh, this is for my flight simulator. I'm like, what? Has a button on the top for firing and shit. You're like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, dude, me and my friend, my friend Dwight, we were at Babbage's that morning. They opened to get Street Fighter for the Super Nintendo, Street Fighter 2. When it hit console the first day, we were there. We took the veterans bus, and he got one, and I got one.
That's what's up. That's crazy. Not no more. Nowadays, it comes out at a certain time. You just buy it, press click, download, boom. Okay, wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's hurt the game stores too.
Oh yeah, they don't have a lot of physical inventory. Not for stuff like that. They have the monitors and the controllers and all the accessory stuff, but the games, they don't need that much anymore. You just you buy it and they give you a downloadable code. Here you go. Just enter this code.
Mm-hmm.
Scan this QR code into your PS5 and here you go. It'll download and then you'll have the game. It's yours now.
I know it does take the fun out of it. I think I'm trying to remember.
No more midnight releases.
I've been to a couple.
I've been by them one time, but I was like, no, I couldn't do it.
My first one was I'll never forget, was Halo 2. Because I don't count the Street Fighter one because that wasn't a thing yet. So we were there the morning they opened. But in Lakeside Mall too, where the game store is in Lakeside Mall, same place. But it was Babbage's back then. Halo 2. Halo 2, I'll never forget, at Esplanade Mall.
Esplanade or Lakeside?
No, Esplanade for the one for Halo 2. I'm sure they had it at Lakeside, but I went to Esplanade and got it.
Yeah. But
and that was the first online game, and that's when my Xbox started giving me issues. From day one, I had that fucking game.
Technology, baby.
So I had so I put my Xbox into a place that fixed it, and it took them like fucking almost 2 months to fix it. Then when I finally get it back, I finally could get to start to play Halo 2 because that was the first Halo with online.
First online gameplay. That's what's up. Man, I remember when Call of Duty, when I first came in, it had online gameplay and multiplayer. Oh my god, I was like, I could play with a bunch of other people. Those lobbies were so bad. People were so horrible. Like just mother effing N-word this, all kinds of stuff. What? Hello? I'm on the air. You heard it, right? Fucking
roll it.
Okay, cool. I don't know what happened. That was fucking weird. Anyway, but yeah, I remember just those lobbies. They were so mean. They're still pretty bad now, but now at least you can filter out the chat and you can filter out like proximity chat, so you don't have to hear these people, call you a bitch and degrade you. And you're like, you sound like you're 7. Fuck out of here. Why are you on this game? Like, stop crying.
Well, I was kind of, well, I want to say it, like shown like online gameplay like in the early years, like 94, 95 on computers, like simple shit. It was just like maybe a death match with somebody like on Doom. That's actually that may have been my first online gameplay was Doom. Probably. At a friend's house. But when I got my computer, that's when I really got into it. Like that's when they had I think Diablo was the first game I got into online. BattleNet. And that was fun because you meet people, you join fucking little clans and all this shit, go hunt other players and get their ears. But where it really picked up, where it's pretty much where it's at today, was Quake Spy. It was about a year after Quake came out, they did the online, and you'd have to download this whole fucking program, and they would show all the boards where you could go play like the blue versus red. That's where that shit originally came from. The blue versus red was Quake. And
really?
Yeah. Wait, it was cool. That. Well, it was cool because you could be like a different character, I guess, like a warrior, I guess, whatever, like a heavy gunman, a medic. You could be a medic. I mean, it was fucking fun back then, and you didn't have a lot of fucking pros yet. So, but that's when everybody was starting to go from the keyboard to the mouse, and it was making it more efficient. And I was one of them people that could never ever convert from the keyboard to the mouse.
Yeah, no, I've been a controller guy all the time. I can't do keyboard or mouse. I just it doesn't work well for me.
Well, I learned how to play like all them shoot 'em games on a keyboard. So I was still I never could adjust right. Maybe now I'll probably be a little better at it. But back then I could never adjust. I was always on keyboard, so I wasn't great. Then that's when they brought out Arena. And Arena was like 1-on-1. And you can make these like fucking blocky fucking characters of like your own skin.
Yeah, you little avatar guy.
Yeah, mine was Sting, dude, or the Crow. Because back then, everybody's gonna fucking laugh on this one. My handle back then, because I was online early on, so I had a handle. I was the Dark Angel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And my like thing was the Crow.
Mine was Zero Cool.
Crash and burn.
Acid burn.
But yeah. So yeah, Dark Angel. God, that goes back. I even had the ICQ on my computer. I don't know if you remember ICQ.
Yeah.
Like you could talk live with somebody real time and shit. You see them type and you're like, damn, that's cool.
Yeah. It was the technology was so weird. Now people got 3 little dots to be flashing. So I don't have that. I'm glad I don't have iPhone. I don't want to see if you're typing back or not. I'm not going to be super anxious about it. I don't care. If you respond or not, I'll figure it out soon enough. Oh, man.
Remind me to tell you a story. I ain't going to say it online. But remind me to tell you a story of me, the first probably ever, like, my catfish moment. Okay. I wouldn't even say I would catfish somebody. I'll just have to tell you the story. I was new to online, and I got onto like to some board and saw a name that I knew. And I'm like, oh no, I gotta do it. Start replying back to them. That's all I'm gonna say. Them. Like it became like this.
Look at that. Phatty316 is woke. He's calling them they them.
Yeah.
Look at that. So progressive.
So yeah, and I'll tell you the rest of the story about it. I'll tell Gary behind
We'll
the
do that
scenes how it
offline.
concludes.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. We'll give you all the tea next week, or maybe not. Who knows? I won't even remember. I'll have to listen back to the episode. Oh man, but yeah, this week's been just a weird week. That girl got online with the hot tour. Spit on that thing. That girl, I can't believe that shit went viral. Like, and she's trying to make a bunch of money. I keep on seeing reports about how much money she possibly made for trademarking like that and putting it on t-shirts and hats and shit. And it's like, oh my god, and people just ordering the fuck out of it because why not? That's a meme of the month.
I didn't know anything about. I just kept on. I seen the video like way before I ever heard about, and I was like, "What this Hawk 2?" And when I listened to Spitball Media yesterday, it's like, oh,
you didn't see the video? Yeah, I've seen so many of the videos. That's just all over my algorithm, like all over it. There ain't no helping me. It's like I scroll, I see it like 2 or 3 different times.
I mean, I don't even know if we should tell the people what's that about. I think everybody pretty much knows by now.
Yeah, if you don't know what the Hawk 2 girl is, then you got to figure that shit out by yourself. Like, oh, here we go.
I think a friend's cuter, honestly.
Yeah, no, her friend's. It's just not that. It's just what she says and how she says
I know.
It.
Makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk 2 and spit on that thing.
That accent.
See what that be like, right there. Look, be that.
That edit was great. I never heard that one before. That shit was great.
Oh man. But yeah, she's been made famous by Hawk 2.
Yeah, Hawk 2, spit on that thing.
It's become a thing now.
Yeah, but she's a pastor's daughter because why not make the cliche even more cliche? So she's a pastor's daughter because that makes sense.
I believe the friend was cuter.
Oh, the friend is cuter. I agree with that too, but it's not that. It's just how she says it and what she says. That accent and everything is just. It's. You see? Have you heard the remixes? They do remixes of that shit. That shit is so funny. Where they're like making it into a song, fucking beats. It's like all EDM. Then fucking Hawk 2. Hawk 2. Hawk 2. Like that's what they do. It's fucking so weird, bro. But that was weird. It blew up this week. I didn't have that on my bingo card of 2024. Yeah.
Well, are you ready to get into another video?
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Oh, is this the one you were talking about earlier?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, let's go see. Because I haven't seen it. You said something about it, but I don't go on social media during the week, like on the weekends.
The new Deadpool and Wolverine. They bring back somebody we ain't seen in 20 years.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about, and I have no idea how to save it. But you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Well, my entire world needs you. Shake on it. Ah! Nicked it. Just got the tip with your little steak knife. That's what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
Who's next?
Oh my god. Sabretooth.
Ready to die.
I thought he died.
Time!
You look ridiculous. People have waited decades for this fight. It's not going to be easy. Baby knife, you shoot the double, you take him down. Side control, then full mount, and you ground and pound till he makes no sound because he's dead.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. Okay, good luck. I'm a huge fan.
Yo, that's awesome. Sabretooth. But the original old school Sabretooth.
Yeah,
before they made it his brother.
Movie.
Yeah, before they made him his brother that he was Sabretooth. Remember?
Well, I think they've always had that connection.
Yeah, they're related. Definitely.
In the first movie, they only gave hints of it, like of something between them two, like when he had the Magneto put the dog tags on the desk and he walks off and Sabretooth grabs them.
Yeah.
You know, same guy too.
That's what's up too. That's what I was looking at too. I was like, wait a second, looks like the same actor. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it sucks because they never went back to that. That's what. That's don't see a lot of things hurt those movies. To me, they didn't look bad. I think they just surrounded too much around Wolverine, and it's like you couldn't. I think I've said this on here before.
Yeah.
They didn't give him a chance to explore anything else.
That's how it was, bro.
And I think that's what hurt those movies in a sense. Even though Wolverine went on to do his own thing, but they could have did it with the other characters too. But
Logan was really good. Like, I don't know if you ever saw Logan. That was a good one. The Wolverine one, Logan, that's such a good fucking movie, bro.
Speaking of, I that we watched Deadpool 3 trailer, I finally watched the first one.
You finally watched the first one?
Yes.
Yay!
It was damn good. I enjoyed it.
Wait till you see the second one. The second one brings in more characters from the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Hell, I would have gone and seen this without even seeing the first two, honestly. I mean, I'm going for Wolverine. I want to see him in the costume. That's all the fuck I want to see.
And they said there's at least one scene for sure where he puts the mask on. And I'm like, oh, he's got it. That's awesome. He's gonna have that crazy fucking mask.
I gotta finish X-Men 97.
You still haven't finished? I want to talk about that so bad. Like, I'm gonna have to rewatch the last episode, but I kind of remember what happens. But yeah.
But I'll finish it soon.
Oh, did you ever get into The Bear?
No, not yet. Actually, I forgot about it, honestly.
We're probably gonna watch this this next season. I know it just came out on Hulu. We watched the first two seasons; it was pretty good. I liked it. It's a very high anxiety ridden show, like, because they really put the look of it as to feel as much as you're in the kitchen and feeling the drama and the tension and the pressure to perform and to get this restaurant off the ground, to make it a 1-star, just to even get 1 star, just to get that 1 star, you have to be so fucking good. And so it's a pretty cool show. I like it. But some people just, they like the first season, then the second season it got too serious because they really focused on like some of the backstory, but also the progress of, turning this used to be a sandwich, regular kitchen deli place to a fucking fancy restaurant, which is different, especially the neighborhood that it's in. Oh, okay.
What?
Nothing. You just nothing. Fucking, like, you could have at least muted your mic. Jesus.
Oh, my fault.
I'm like, you didn't hear your mic. Just like, you're like, what? You made all that noise. Somebody probably thought you fell. If they're not watching, they were like, what happened to Phatty?
Oh, Lillian, what happened, Bunny? I fell down the stairs. Oh, Eddie, go get something cool for your handset. What happened? Bunny fell down the stairs.
Oh shit, man.
God, Delirious is a fucking classic. Anyone who's never watched Eddie Murphy's Delirious, you have not lived yet.
Bro, it's so inappropriate now. Like, motherfuckers lose their shit. Motherfuckers lose their shit. The big brown shark came.
I think they'd be more upset with the gay jokes.
There's a lot of gay jokes in that one. But that one in Raw gets real bad in that too. It's so bad. We can't. Yeah. Woo.
Go over.
We're gonna get demonetized for that now too. You're doing so good. Calling us somebody that they them.
Spread them. Woo!
Oh my god. What is this? What is this? Oh my god, bro.
Him on 24-hour gay patrol at the airport. It's him. It's definitely him. They were waiting for me.
Bro, they couldn't. There's so much stuff we got away with back then because nobody gave a shit. I love seeing the pictures. Somebody put up a picture of like 1974, and it showed like regular coach seating, and everybody sitting with fucking metal trays and plates and real silverware, eating fucking meals on the plane. Like that's what they had back then, and now it's like you can't even get a bag of peanuts because motherfuckers allergic to them. It's like
You can get a drink.
yeah, a little tiny drink. Those little fucking. They don't even give you the whole drink. They pour it into a thing and then they hand you that. You're like, I can't get what's left over, bitch. Like, leave the whole can. It's this can.
You need to sip on that shit too.
It's like this is an 8-ounce can. It's not even a 12-ounce can. What the fuck, bro? Like
having it's gonna be your last drink of the night and you can't afford anymore. So you know it's the last one. You better nurse this motherfucker.
Can I get some more ice, bitch? Give me some more ice. Like that's the only reason I wouldn't even want to be on a long flight. So I'd be afraid to be like, man, I'm getting nothing to eat, and I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep or end up falling asleep or watch a movie or some shit on my phone or on the screen in front of me if they got one of those. That's too much. But yeah, but I haven't been on a plane for a long time. Shit, last time I was on a plane was in like 2010
when I went to Chicago a couple years ago. Well, not Indiana, but we had to fly into O'Hare. Whatever.
You're like O'Hara. It's not.
Never
it's not
thought I'd be stuck in an airport overnight, and I was.
Dude, it's a big fucking airport, man. It's a big pain in the ass airport. Hell, just the American Airlines wing, like its own terminal, is so fucking big.
Dude, it's crazy. I tripped out that when we were on the little thing that we were really going under all the fucking the runways and shit all the way to the other fucking side. It's like holy shit.
It's trippy, bro. It's a big fucking airport. It's one of the biggest in the world. That's why it's such a pain in the ass. And it's
and the highways fucking suck.
Oh, they're so big too. They're so huge, and there's just cars everywhere. There's express
a toll every 5 miles.
Yeah, you gotta go through
crazy.
You gotta go through the express lanes where you have the little fucking radar.
We didn't know. We didn't know. We were like, fuck it. We didn't know about the tolls.
Get those tickets in the mail. Don't worry about it.
No, not really, because they were rental cars. Dude, and that shit is like different up there. Look, this is no bullshit. It was Labor Day when we were coming back. These motherfuckers, when we bring back the rental car, they had so many rental cars coming back. They just said, they direct you to park the car in this big old ass parking lot, leave the keys in the fucking car and go. I mean, because they were just rolling in cars.
They're just driving them off. There you go. Just get out.
Yep. And it was like, what the fuck? They're like, who's gonna steal all these park cars?
Keys Hansen just walks up in there, the mask and the hood. Nobody see what they look like.
But yeah,
get in whatever car they want.
So yeah, I know we had to get a couple flashes at least.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I haven't been up there for a long time, bro. It's been a long time since I've been out there.
Yeah, then I
early
like
2000s.
It's like fuck.
Yeah, dude. Spending a night in an airport's gotta suck, dude. That's gotta.
I ain't gonna get into that fucking story, but what else we got on the block?
Your favorite NBA team, your favorite NBA player is now playing basketball with his son.
Yes,
we knew it was gonna happen, bro.
Player, huh?
We knew who it was. Yeah, you know you love him. You know him, you love him.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thumbnail this week.
Oh no, please don't.
He'll get looks.
That's ridiculous. You get the other one without Kelsey and Swift.
Man, LeBron giving up the booty to get his son in the NBA.
Look, bro, he's been saying it. When he said it, the first time that he spoke about it was like no joke. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. He spoke about like he would love to be able to play long enough to play with his son. He said that back then. So, like, I think when they moved to LA and he won that championship and that bubble championship in 2020, the pandemic year.
Yeah, that fake championship that no one counts.
It's such a weird championship. Like, there were so many good teams.
They weren't even the best team in the league.
No, they just got hot at the right time, bro.
And they got everybody was healthy by the time they started that.
Oh yeah, if they would have went into it at the beginning of it, like when the pandemic hit, no, they weren't making to the playoffs. They would have barely made it an 8 seed.
I mean, how many months they have off?
They had like 4 or 5 months off.
You sure it was that long?
Yeah, because it was March when the pandemic hit, and they didn't start playing until like August. Like August, September.
That's funny. That's the year I went on my diet too. Everybody thought I had COVID. Shit, because I lost all that weight.
Yeah, I thought you were sick too. I was like, "Are you okay?" You're like, "No, bro, I'm on a diet." I'm like, "Okay, as long as you say that you are." I was like, "I don't give a shit."
I went on a hardcore diet. I mean, was it like, oh, I was just watching my calories? No, I wasn't taking in calories at all. if you go by what I was eating for almost a year,
I'm gonna drink water. That's all I'm gonna have today. Water.
I had water and like maybe a glass of Coke Zero a day, because I would just drink the Coke Zero just to give me something other than
different flavor.
Yeah. Then I eat the same thing every day: 2 boiled eggs in the morning, salad at lunch, and chicken and vegetables at dinner. And that's all I ate. And Saturdays was like my kind of cheat day, but I would still watch the portions and shit.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. But yeah, so LeBron James and Bronny James are on the Lakers, and they said, did you hear the report said?
Which one?
The one that Rich Paul was literally calling everybody, telling them not to pick him. Don't pick him because he's just going to go to Australia. Yeah, he's going to go to Australia. I was like, God,
dude, it was set up by everybody, right? ESPN, the league, the Lakers, LeBron, Clutch. It was set up. It was, dude. There's just no possible way it wasn't set up. You ain't gonna sit here and convince me it wasn't. It was set up by everybody. Even the NBA is so dirty now, bro.
The Lakers had 2 picks and they used one of them on Bronny James. That's what they did.
Dude, this shit is so shady. It's like then these motherfuckers are coming out saying, "Oh, I don't want to hear nothing about nepotism and shit like that." And it's like, wow, I don't know what to say. It's like,
and JJ Redick just got hired, and he was doing a podcast with LeBron James. Yeah, and we knew that was happening too, because that was reported first, and they said no, it's Dan Hurley from UConn. He just went back to back, which makes sense. Like that's a good coach to go after. He just won back-to-back national championships in college. That's hard to do, like especially because it's such a crazy tournament. Anybody could win that fucking thing. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, no, it's still gonna be JJ. And then boom, here it is, it's JJ right before the draft, like a week and a half before the draft, and now Bronny's on his team. And they even asked his son Bryce. Did you hear about that? Did you see that video?
No.
They asked Bryce, the youngest one, the one that's 16, that if he thinks he'll be able to play with his dad. He's like, no, my dad's gonna be like 42 then. He won't be playing basketball. He's like, he shouldn't be playing basketball by then. That's only 2 years away. When Bryce will be eligible, because I think he's a sophomore in high school.
I don't.
Or he's a junior. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah,
basketball. It's like it's like everything. You got to look at it like this. It's almost everything in life. Once it gets to a certain point, it loses its luster. And that's everything. And because it becomes so big, it becomes bigger than it actually should be. And I was thinking about this tonight, like wrestling. In my opinion, wrestling is at a spot where it should have never gone.
They're getting more physical, though. We were talking about that before we got on here.
Yeah, but to me, professional wrestling lost its luster. Especially around the 2010s is when I really started.
When technology started to hit.
I wouldn't say technology, but when everything became, it's like the bigger it got on a scale, it's like it became more watered down.
Well, because you had more access to it. So you got to see more behind the scenes.
Sponsors where, they don't allow.
Everything's commercial. Yeah, everything's commercialized. Everything's
once again, money ruins everything, bro.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about this forever. Money ruins the world.
Hey, money ruined everything. Football, football is heading there, but it's slowly.
Football's so goddamn big. It's just I've had people die on the field. They revive them, get them off the field, cancel the game, and football is still going strong, just as strong as ever.
I do. I disagree, bro. I think less than people. I think they're not losing fans at a rate like NBA did. NBA's like literally just dropping off the face of the earth. But they're going away slowly but surely, dude. I'm telling you.
Say so.
Because something else is going to happen where people's like, okay, I'm done. And then it's just little and little, it's going to be taken away. Dude, players aren't likable like they once were when we were kids. These players aren't relatable and likable at all.
No.
That's why you don't have the superstar. I mean, let's be fucking real. I was arguing with them on down south. It's like there are no more superstars anymore. They're just stars. Superstars stood out amongst everybody else. They're all the fucking same now. All their personalities are the fucking same. You know, no matter how good they are.
That's what we talk about it with the quarterbacks whenever they give responses, and they're just always the same cookie cutter response. Oh, great teamwork. You know, couldn't do without my offensive line.
I could name 10 superstars from the 90s and then some, then I could tell you today.
There's a lot of new people.
And I didn't even watch basketball in the 90s.
Yeah. They're still the same ones. You hear them. It's mostly through all these playoffs you get to see them. Hell, one of them I actually have Tatum's shoes. I actually have those for my next season that's coming up. She's coming up like in 2 weeks.
Now, here's another thing. Here's another theory I have on that too. Why sports is losing fans. The newer generations aren't digging it like previous generations. So by each generation, it's going to start losing its luster and it's going to eventually fall off. It happens.
Eventually,
but that's the way things go. And I'm like I said, dude, it's going to go down before it ever goes back up.
Yeah, eventually, but we're not. I don't know if we might even see that. It might be in our lifetime, but I doubt it.
No, I doubt it too. I mean, because you got to remember, everything that made these things great aren't there anymore.
There's no mystique. There's no mystery.
You know, I don't
know everything you want to know about these players. That's why the ones that you don't know a lot about are pretty cool. Like that's why the Derek Jeter exists, because he grew up in all this. And guess what? Not really know much about Derek Jeter other than he used to give gift baskets out to women when he slept with them, and they had to like sign NDA contracts and shit when they were done. Like he was about the most professional person about everything and all the time. He's like, please put your phone in there. I'm glad you're taking this test so that I know you're clean.
Hell, look, there you go right here. 20 years ago, you could have named 10 NBA All-Stars. Name 10 NBA. I'm the NBA, MLB. But 20 years ago, you could have named 20 MLB All-Stars. Name 20 of them today.
I don't know any of them anymore.
Exactly. Like I said, a lot of these guys were super. They stood out even amongst their game.
Shohei Ohtani is one. That's why I know. And then some guys on the Yankees. I'm just kidding. There's a bunch of people. I just don't follow baseball like I used to anymore. That used to be my love. I used to love baseball. It was the best sport, one of the best sports I played. And
you knew who the Red Sox and the Yankees were just because of that fucking feud alone.
Yeah,
you know both the teams because how good that feud was at that time period of that rivalry. Not Johnny Damon from Boston. What was it? Big Poppy. What was his fucking name? Ortiz, huh? No.
Mm-hmm.
David Ortiz, yeah.
Yeah, David Ortiz. Yeah,
Manny Ramirez.
I love Manny Ramirez. He was so crazy, bro.
Roger Clemens.
Mm-hmm.
See, look, I didn't watch baseball. I knew who these motherfuckers were. You know?
That's how it was in the early 2000s. I totally got that baseball from that 2004 World Series. I remember I told you about that back in the day. The umpire, he was one of the umpires there, Lance Diaz.
Oh.
And he came and I took care of his pool. So when he came back, he threw a ball at me, and the ball was a fucking 2004 World Series baseball. And it was a fresh ball. It wasn't even a ball that got used. It was made for the game, and it ended up not getting used in the game.
Oh, it was one of the ones he kept in his pouch.
It was one when it never came out of his pouch.
On Blade coach, or
he was the ump. He was the ump that game. That's why he had a ball. I was like, "Are you shitting me?" Well, you know, no, I'm not sure if he was an ump, but I know he was one of the umps. I don't know if he was first base, third base, second base. You know, down the line.
It would make sense. I don't know if the base ones carry balls, but I know
no, they don't carry balls, but they have access to them because they're still all umpires. They're still all officials. Like he may not have been running home plate that night, but he said it was one that was never used. It never came out of the pouch. So, but I'd have to go back and Google like who the umpire was for the 2004 World Series. You know, but yeah, that shit was fucking awesome. Yeah, he was a cool cat, man. I still see whenever I see him on baseball games or on a commercial or fucking anything on TV. I'm like, I know him. I know that guy. I know where he lives. Give out his address on the internet. Like he lives here.
But yeah, I don't think the passion's with the newer generations like it was with us, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, they're getting all this shit different than when we still got it when it was still pure, you know. But it's, you know, more, all that shit's morphed so much. By the time they got it, they can't appreciate what came before it. All they know is what they see now. I mean, like wrestling, they'll never see the characters we saw.
No.
I mean, those characters were larger than life. The Hulk Hogan's. I mean, people would go fucking nuts when Hulk Hogan walked in the fucking room. You know, Andre the Giant. Fuck, the Ultimate Warrior. I mean, all them guys, even the later guys, Stone Cold, Real Rock. No wrestler gets pops like that anymore. I don't give a fuck who they are.
No, I think the closest they have is like CM Punk.
Well, CM Punk's one of one of those. He was probably one of the last ones.
John Cena.
John Cena's the last superstar. There'll never be another wrestler like that big outside of him again.
Well, Roman Reigns before he just lost.
No,
they pushed him on everybody.
No, Roman Reigns will never get that popularity outside of the ring. I don't see it happening. John Cena he actually made himself a thing outside of wrestling. I don't see Roman Reigns on The Rock. Stone Cold tried, but it didn't work.
No. Did you ever see that interview where John Cena talked about how he had to apologize to The Rock because he was like telling him like you can't half step it, can't be 1 foot in wrestling, 1 foot in the movies, and then he realized when he started doing that how he looked as a hypocrite. And then how he looked to the other guys that were they were there in the studio or in the stage with them. So yeah, I was like, oh shit. And he's like, yeah. He's like, and then I realized like I knew exactly what he was doing. Like, and I was just an idiot. I should have just kept my mouth shut, not said anything to him. You know, because he would yell at The Rock backstage and be like, man, you're not even in this like with us how we are. We're here every day. This and that. You know. I was like, oh shit, John Cena got some balls. And Rock's like, you'll see, young man. And now he realizes, oh, you're right. Yeah, this is different. A little different thing to do. I'm older now. I understand why you like doing more movies than this shit because this shit hurts. Movies don't hurt nearly as much as doing this shit. Because that shit hurts, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody. I be watching these clips because I watched on Instagram. I'll be flipping through and just see fucking clips of like what, like Kevin Owens did a moonsault flip off of the top rope onto the announcer's table, the Spanish table. The Spanish announcer's table. That was the Spanish announcer's table, that poor goddamn table. I was getting fucked up.
Hall of Famer. Spanish.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hall of Famer. My bad. I forgot. I put respect on that. But I seen that shit and I'm just like, yo, I guess there's a new or I guess it's not even that new, but it's Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. They're RKO. They're the fucking that's their name of their crew or whatever. Or I don't know if it's the name of their crew or if it's just the move, because I know the Pit Viper does that move. So, but I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man, these guys are fucking nuts. Like that, I can't do that shit. I could never have done that.
You watch more than I do.
I think this is clips from just watching Instagram. This is not even me watching the show. Like literally, that's how I inhale it 2 minutes at a time on reels or just flipping through when I'm
speaking of The Rock. You want to watch the trailer? You want to watch Red One?
Oh, that looks so cool. Him and J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is Santa Claus. It's so fucking awesome. I don't know if there's any music to it because it doesn't sound like there was music in it.
No, I don't think so. We'll
Okay.
check it. I haven't seen it yet, so.
But to find out.
497, 498, 499, 500.
Let's go heavy. Yeah, got it. Looking strong, Nick.
Go on, brush your shoulders off.
Red one is on the move.
Evening, ladies. What are you so excited about? Of course, your boyfriend's here. Okay. Okay. Who's with Red?
Reach! Someone took Nick. We're gonna find him.
I'm bringing in Jack O'Malley. He's probably the best tracker in the world.
The guy's a legend.
Stole a goddamn candy from baby.
What am I doing here?
Last night, Red One, also
Chris
known
Evans.
as St. Nicholas of Myra, was abducted from the North Pole
Lucy
complex.
Liu.
Are you saying Santa Claus has been kidnapped?
Garcia?
Look at this shit.
hell?
You can't trust this guy. He's on the list.
You don't mean
Yes, that list. NL4.
Are you telling me this clown is a level 4 naughty lister? A level 4
4
naughty lister?
Oh, is that funny to you?
You're gonna help
Holy
us find
shit! It's a fucking
Come on,
bear.
let's go. Grab a car.
For what? You don't have a Wonder Woman action figure, do you?
Not how it works. Come on. There is much in here that is not of the natural world.
Who's that?
Krampus.
What are they doing?
They're playing crayfish slop.
I think if you don't need me here, I might just go back to the car.
We need to prepare for the possibility of no Christmas.
It is worse. They say
Love that
Santa
music.
Claus. We got snowmen.
Snowman. This shit looks so much this.
That was so disturbing. Interesting.
My turn!
Oh
Oh my god.
Is my face still there?
Yeah, you look good.
What
I may
the
have
fuck?
to go check that out.
Bro, that I told you,
actually
didn't that shit look crazy, bro? They got Krampus. You
And
said,
The Rock's
what it
on
is?
my shit list too, so I may have to go check that out.
That shit was funny, bro. He's like, he's an NL4. He's a naughty level 4. He's like, I'm seeing you. That fucking polar bear was like, he was like the Coca-Cola polar bear on steroids. It was like, I'm watching you, bro. I will fuck you up. It's like Garcia. And he's Spanish? What the hell? That's weird. It's a white polar bear. His name is Garcia. Oh, kitty cat, what are you doing? Oh my god, all these cats in this fucking house driving me crazy. But yeah, bro, that looks good, bro. I kind of want to see that. You're muted. You've been muted the whole time.
Oh, I was?
Yeah, you're muted. You weren't talking at all. I guess we'll edit that out or not. I don't know. We don't edit my shit out, so we're not gonna edit your shit out.
I don't even know. Okay. Wow. That's fantastic. You saw the Venom 3 trailer yet?
I've seen some.
I would play, but honestly, it's not even worth playing.
Shit.
I don't know. I was kind of disappointed with the second one. I didn't like the fact they kill Carnage. It was like, why? Why?
I've never even seen the second one. I've only seen the first one.
Yeah, they had the right idea. They just ended it wrong.
Yeah, I never got to see the second one, Carnage. There Will Be Carnage. Is that what it was called?
Let There Be Carnage. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson was good.
Yeah, because I remember him in the first one.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, where that little piece was there. He was like, okay.
Yeah, and I think and I've enjoyed the Venom movies. I don't think they're bad. They're not great, but they kind of skipped the whole real origins of Venom to kind of go to like straight to the lethal protector Venom.
Yeah, well, it's never like the same as the books, bro. It's never the same as the books. You know that. That's the number one rule. The movies are never like the books that they're based off of. There's nothing we can do about that. But they do as best they can. I like the graphics and the CGI and stuff. Like that's always pretty cool. I love the Venom, like the back and forth between him and Tom Hardy.
No, I think that's good. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it has that Deadpool. It has that Deadpool feel to it. That's what it has to me. That's what I like about it. Breaking that fourth wall. That shit is. But
I still don't think they've, for some reason, I still don't think they've ever gotten the Eddie Brock character right. I'm not saying that Ed Hardy. That's Ed Hardy, right?
Tom Hardy.
Ed Hardy's the fucking clothing line.
It's the t-shirts and shit, bro.
Ed Hardy.
Yeah, no, because then they have Eddie Brock. He was the old boy Topher Grace too from the Tobey Maguire one. He was Topher Grace from that '70s show. That's who was Eddie Brock. That's who it turned into Venom.
Oh no, I don't even acknowledge that movie.
You don't acknowledge that one?
Oh no, that was a piece of shit movie. No, that wasn't Venom. That was just some crazy creature they put in the fucking movie. I did like the black outfit for Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. But yeah, no, they can't. Tom Hardy, he kind of fits the image a little bit, but the attitude, like I said, they kind of going from the early part before Eddie Brock had his like change of heart. You know, Eddie Brock, you know, they don't really talk about Eddie Brock, or they didn't show the Eddie Brock who he was before. I mean, he was still a criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, before all this, and him and Spider-Man were not friends. They fought. But Eddie Brock wasn't like a murderer or nothing.
Yeah, he was a mid-level bad guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't like
had
super
a heart.
bad. Yeah, he wasn't super bad. But yeah, bro. But those clips, that red one, I told you, I knew you would like that. Watch that. That shit is so fucking. It's like already so memorable just from that 3-minute trailer. That shit is so fucking funny, bro. I'm like, what is this?
No, it looked good. It really looked. It's something I'd want to watch.
And it's like, because at first you're like, who the fuck? That's The Rock, and he's not even lifting the weight. It's The Rock. Okay. Oh, it's J.K. Simmons. Okay, cool. I forgot about how jacked this guy is. You used to call him Jack Claus when he had I think he had like a long beard and just it was all white, and he was just ripped. He was on, I think, the Wire or some shit.
The Wire. I heard of it. I never watched it.
I've seen some episodes, but I've never watched the whole series through. I never had Max back then, so I couldn't I didn't watch all those shows. And I was working a lot more back then. That's when I was a store manager of a fucking retail, pool supply place. My ass was fucking working 72 hours a week. I'm good. I only got a day and a half off in the summertime. That's it. That's all I get off.
That's about right. Especially managed, but Christmas time was my busy part of the year. So
yeah, see, summertime was mine because pool industry.
But my luck, I had the Saints in the Super Bowl all in the Christmas time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I didn't have that. I was in Orlando. I had basketball, Orlando Magic, and only other thing that was there was close was Tampa. And Tampa won that one Super Bowl that one year when Gruden went down there after he left the Raiders, and he ended up playing the Raiders in the Super Bowl. I remember that shit.
Well,
for that.
Well, you got to remember, like I said, it was crazy for me because I was doing Christmas time, Saints having their best season ever, and my Christmas didn't end to after February.
Yeah, that's nuts, bro. That's what normal summers are for me, bro. 2.5 months of fucking pure hell. You're like, shit.
I mean, I had this, with the Saints going to the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl was into February.
And
So
it was
then
Mardi Gras right before that too. Or
no,
right after that.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
after. And that was. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, Gary. I was glad when it was all over.
I can imagine, bro. That shit sounds stressful. Like stressful as fuck. I couldn't do it.
Oh, dude, it was crazy because I think the Super Bowl was February 6th, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it was right after my birthday. I remember that much. It was right after my birthday.
Dude, them 2 weeks up to that Super Bowl, it was like Christmas didn't end.
Yeah, and then it was my birthday, and then it was the Super Bowl, and then they won. Then it was the Super Bowl parade, and then like a week later after that it was fucking Mardi Gras. And it was like fucking the biggest, baddest Mardi Gras I've seen down here in a very long time. It was my first one that I got to see. And I was just like, holy shit, it's fucking nuts out here.
Well, it really started like, I guess after the Saints won the NFC South, because that's when the first merchandise we had to deal with the NFC South that day. That was
the champs, yeah.
Because they won it the day they played the Redskins, and when like everything that could have went wrong for the Saints went the Saints' way. If you go back and watch that game, the famous interception. Then Robert Meacham strips it from the
takes it from and runs it back down. Yeah.
Then there was like an interception at the end of the game, and the officials like, well, since the Saints were the closest to the ball, he would have had possession of the ball. So the Saints, it was like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on?
And I was like, what is going on? I don't want my team to win like
God
that.
is falling down on this team this year. It was like everything that could have went wrong went perfectly. The great Miami game, the comeback. It was like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, that was a nutty year, bro. That was
like I said, that day.
And that was my first year coming here because I came here in July of 2009. And then I've been here since then. But July 2009, that 2010 Saints team. Oh, they were so good, bro. They were so fucking good. That offense
didn't end till the first home game after the Super Bowl when they put the championship banner up. That's when it really ended. Because it didn't end till then.
Yeah, when you announce the banner, your home opener the next season. Hell yeah.
Dude, Easy took me to that game because he said I earned it because he used to have season tickets, the 2 season tickets, and everybody was like, I want to go to game, and he's like, I gotta take Chris, y'all. Chris fucking busted his ass while his bitch was going to all the Saints games, and I'm the one working on the Sundays and shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm over here selling all this shit, bro.
Yeah, so he's like, all right, I'm taking you. I was like, you taking me, motherfucker. But yeah, dude, it was funny because when they're about to drop it, Harry Connick was coming in on a float through the tunnel, and he's singing Saints. Go back and watch. It's hilarious. He's singing when the Saints come watching. He's so fucking drunk. You could tell on the big screen. Where'd the Saints? Harry Connick.
He's in it, bro. He's in the shit.
Super Bowl bad in New Orleans. You could tell he was about to fall off that fucking float. Dude.
Doesn't he live in the Garden District? Like, doesn't he have a house out here?
I'm sure he has a house.
Yeah, like, and it's just it's all around. Like, you don't need to. Like, that's why city people look thinner and in better shape than other people because they have to walk everywhere. Whereas when you live out here in the suburbs, you got to drive everywhere. It's like, I ain't walking nowhere. What the fuck am I walking to? I'm not even walking to the gas station. The closest gas station to me is not that close. Like,
I didn't even know who the dude was until fucking Independence Day.
Oh, you know who Harry Connick Jr. was? I've heard of him. Yeah, I heard of him
until he was in Independence Day.
I think I've seen him before that. Like, I knew he was an actor / musician, or musician / actor, because he really is just like he's a bluesy, jazzy kind of guy, and he sings like a lot of stuff, Louisiana style. Like,
yeah, well, his dad was a DA here.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Let me see.
That's cool.
I'm trying to see if I can find it, but
yeah, bro, I didn't even have a clue about that. That's what's up. A lot of crazy people out here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the year that hooked me in. I've always said it. That's the year that hooked me here, and I never wanted to go and live anywhere else or go back to anywhere else since I've been here. I'll visit, but I ain't trying to live nowhere. But here, I don't know why, but it's my home now. I ain't going nowhere. Okay.
No, I
keep on filling. And today in weather, it rained.
I found footage of it, but it's like someone's handheld fucking
camera. Yeah,
there is the footage out there. I've seen it. Yeah, he's and he's like, you could tell he's hammered as fuck, dude. It's funny. And he's got the trophies on the float with him and shit. Yeah, they played the Vikings again that night. You see, even the NFC Championship game was a miracle for us. You see, everything just went right. That Tracy Porter interception.
Yeah. And then wasn't he one that had the interception against the Colts that year too?
And yeah, the interception that sealed the deal.
Yep. You see him running in, pointing at the at the monitor because you can see himself running. I'm like, yep, that's he read the shit out of that route. He took Marvin Harrison off that route completely. I remember that much.
You ever watched those NFL shows after they win the Super Bowl, the America's Game?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a documentary of that team of that year. America's Game. There's the Saints one. Go watch it. It's good.
I can imagine.
It's really good because they really start from the very beginning, from Peyton,
Katrina.
Well, Katrina, everything from Katrina to up to
then, yeah.
And it's like, damn, I still watch it and tear up.
Of course, bro, I would too. Look, in your whole home, everything gets destroyed, and then your team has to, take that year off and play like in Baton Rouge or some other shit.
Baton Rouge, some of their Baton Rouge was where they were playing home games, but some like the first game, the New York game, was considered a home game for them. The New York Giants.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that whole season was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, and that was wasn't that the first season that Peyton got here? Like him and Drew.
After that season, yeah. Haslett was still the coach. Jim Haslett was still a coach.
Oh, Jim Haslett?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that guy. That dude was fucking crazy. I don't know if I liked him too much. I think I liked him when he got older. But before that,
he was a defensive coach. He tried to become an offensive coach. He wasn't like when the Saints, what was that? That was the 2000 year when he came here. We got Wichita was our starting quarterback. They picked him up off of free agency, Jeff Blake. And Jeff Blake was phenomenal, dude. They picked up Joe Horn, who was some little diamond in the rough from Kansas City. They got a couple receivers in the draft who were doing well. They had the pieces in place, and that's when Jeff Blake went down. Aaron Brooks came in.
I remember the Aaron Brooks era.
Aaron Brooks was just, when they took away what made him good after that half a season and in that playoff win, they tried to make him into something he wasn't, and that's where he failed.
That sucks.
And dude, Haslett was just so stuck on him. I mean, you had Jake Delhomme. Everybody was like, put Jake. Dude, Jake was shined during the preseason.
It's because, you know why? It's because wasn't Michael Vick around that time too? So they're trying to get a generic version of Michael Vick.
Well, no, Aaron played before Vic. It may have been 2000. It may have been the next season when Vic was playing.
I couldn't remember. I don't remember them years.
Actually, you know what, Gary? I think it was 2000. The Saints went to Super. Wait, they won the 2000 playoff game. Yeah, it may have been the following season when Vic was drafted.
Maybe he's trying to use him as that, like that type of player. It makes sense because that you see, they had only a couple players like that before.
Vic wasn't great, but he was successful when they let him do what he could.
Yeah. Yeah, and he had an arm, bro. He had a fucking cannon. That dude had a cannon.
But he just didn't know the position. That was the problem. He never really learned the position to play.
No, he just let him do whatever he wanted to do.
Michael Vick, with his talent, should have won Super Bowls. He just never understood the quarterback position was the problem.
He just played it differently. That's all. He understood it. He just played it differently. Like,
I tell you what, if you would have put Donovan McNabb's brain in Michael Vick's body, he would have won Super Bowls.
Donovan McNabb was always in the fucking NFC Championship game with Andy Reid. That's why they got rid of him, remember? Like, we couldn't believe they got rid of Andy Reid from Philly because they're always going to the NFC Championship game. And then went to that one Super Bowl against the Steelers and lost. And it was like, oh.
Look how Donovan McNabb started his career and ended his career. He learned the position. Once he started to learn the position, he got way better.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I don't know if I'd put him in the Hall. I don't know. That's a tough one. But he was a quarterback that did evolve. Maybe it was part of the teams he was on too. I mean, even though Philly
had some pretty good teams, bro.
Yeah. So
pretty good teams when he was there.
But granted, if you look at the how both quarterbacks evolve, Donovan McNabb evolved way better than Michael Vick ever did.
Yeah, then Michael Vick had this legal issue with dogs and stuff, so that kind of derailed his career a little bit.
But he was still getting older, dude. You know, he ain't gonna be Father Time, so he was gonna. Look when he came back to the league, he was never the same guy.
He couldn't be. He wasn't that. Yeah, he'd been away from the game too long,
and problem was he never learned the position to adjust to like the Donovan McNabb did.
Yeah, well, he wasn't a Tom Brady type. Tom Brady was different. Tom Brady was like, I'm gonna sit back.
Tom Brady wasn't the athlete that Vic or Donovan McNabb were. I mean,
no, not even a little bit. Bro. That motherfucker was just like, I'm gonna sit back here. I think he was more. I think he was more athletic than Peyton, and that's hard to say because Peyton was pretty bad too. Eli's probably the most mobile one,
right?
Out of the three of those, out of the Manning brothers and Brady, Eli's the best. Eli's the one. Eli's beat Tom twice.
Actually, in all actuality, if I think Cooper would have been.
Well, Cooper would have been the best.
Like more athlete, yeah, because I think he was a receiver.
Yeah, he was a receiver. I think he blew out his knee or some shit.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, he got fucked up. Yeah, like, and it was like, and he was gonna be, from what they said, he was gonna be a high round draft pick. When he was gonna come out, but then he got fucking hit and.
Well, I don't think he ever went to college.
No, I think that's where it happened. It happened in college.
I have to look that up.
I'll look that shit up right now.
His sperm just created one of the top prospects in the country a year ago.
Yeah, Arch,
and he's already ready to fucking leave.
Yep. Yeah. Well, duh.
There you go. Pure example of what I'm talking about earlier. That's the shit people are going to get tired of, dude. Now it's happening in college. You go to college, you come in, you're in there 1 year, and you're already griping because you ain't playing. I mean, that's the shit people are going to get tired of. And we're like, dude, I don't need this shit. I got my own problems to worry about than these motherfuckers' problems. Money.
Yeah.
They holding colleges up for money now. Isn't that some shit? I never thought I'd see that fucking day. I have dude, I don't have the excitement or dude, I used to love Saturday mornings, man. I used to love getting up early in the morning, making a little breakfast, knowing I was going to watch football from probably 10 a.m. to fucking 1 o'clock the next fucking morning.
Yep, pretty much how it used to be.
Now
I can't do that now. It's too much. It's too much.
It's not that, dude. I don't know, bro. The players have ruined it for me, dude. Everything, all these different shits ruined it. It's not pure anymore.
Never was that pure either, bro.
Well, but I felt like the guys were trying to play for something. Now they're already getting it.
They got shit ton of money, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's not pure anymore. I'd rather go sit and go watch some high school games now, which I probably will do this year. I probably will walk my happy ass across the street and go watch a couple games.
That's what's up. Yeah, I never really watched a lot of the games at EJ when I lived over there, unless the kids were playing, and we knew a couple of the kids that were on the team, so we would actually go over there once in a while. And we just walk there, pay me a little $5 to get in, or $3 to get in, or whatever the fuck it was.
And EJ can't get no one to come watch them anymore. They don't even have a fucking band anymore. It's like, dude, when I went over there with Taryn to watch Chalmette play EJ, each year we'd have to go back and forth to each side to make it fair. And the year it was at EJ, I had to sit on Chalmette's side, and Chalmette filled up the fucking thing. And it's not even their home stadium; it's all the way in Jefferson Parish. And EJ barely had anybody banned. Chalmette's band fucking outplay, was way bigger than them. It's like, dude, I remember EJ used to fill that fucking sod up, bro. That home sod up.
Don't like that no more.
No,
it's just not like that. Certain places, it's not like that.
well, I ain't on the team no more, too.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. You heard it here first, y'all. It's because Phatty316 isn't on the team no more. Maybe you should go be the coach.
I did. You know,
some bad news bear shit.
Today, I am the luckiest man alive. I have to leave you now because I've aged out of high school.
Pretty sure it'd be illegal for you to be in there with some of those kids.
Being 22 years old in high school ain't gonna cut it anymore.
Oh my god. Oh man.
No, it wasn't that bad.
But yeah, bro. But it's just it is what it is. It's how the world is now. Everything's weird. Weird episode. Weird vibes. But yeah, I want to see some of those cool movies. And what we gotta go see? When's The Crow coming out? That's the one we gotta go see all at the same time.
Oh no, I gotta check that out.
Nice.
What's the movie theater out here? Make this shit easier. They fucking closed it up.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. That sucks. I'm sorry.
No.
I still have the one that's been around for the longest. I guess Elmwood's been around forever. Because the one in Esplanade, that one's. I don't even know if that one's even still open anymore.
Yeah, because I don't even know about Esplanade. Esplanade was at a different couple spots. It's weird.
Yeah, they closed down one and then they opened up a different one.
Yeah, the palace looking one or the
AMC
exactly.
One. Yeah, it's on the side. Yeah, that one. I've been there a bunch of times. They got some nice seats
in a parking lot of a dead mall.
I know, which is weird. It's like a creepy mall, and that mall used to be Kenner's police station and like mayor's office for a while too.
Dude, that mall was bumping in like 94, dude.
94, like 30 years ago, man.
Well, you got to think Esplanade was there was Lakeside and there was Esplanade Mall. Lakeside was all, and if you go in Lakeside Mall, you could tell it was more higher end shit, where Esplanade Mall had all like the urban shit and all the shit that like we were growing up on. Like they had a bongo in that, they had I could tell you all of music stores from, video stores. It was the shit you saw in mall rats, for Christ's sake, but even more. Toys. Esplanade was the hip mall, where everybody went, and it was bigger and it was a lot cooler and shit back then. Even though a lot of people went to Lakeside, but it wasn't even Esplanade. Lakeside was all right in the 90s. It wasn't bad. They had more shit in it, like variety. But they didn't have the cool, like urban shops, the bongo, like I said, the bongos, the Spencers. They didn't have that kind of shit Lakeside.
And then, like you said, it was 2 stories over at Esplanade. I would love to go walk into there, but those are one of those places that are just like, those are the crazy places, bro. Those are places that
I went there 5 years ago, I think, or 4 years ago.
I've been there like a couple of years back, so I had to pay a ticket or some shit. And that's where I remember. That's why I remember it was there, but it's like, no, it's not there no more. They moved the mayor's office again. Now it's somewhere else, and I was like, okay, cool.
That mall was dying when I was there.
Oh, nuts! It's nothing now. It's all gone. It's weird. Like I drove by there the other day because I went to McDonald's right there. That's the only thing that's still around it too. It's a dead mall in the middle, and then it's a Target right next to the mall. It still has a part that's attached to the mall. They still have that entrance and that Target right there. And then on the outskirts of the main street is an Olive Garden,
Stingray's restaurant.
Yeah, Stingray's. That's on the other side over there by McDonald's. They got the what's it called? What do they have? Olive Garden, Zia, rotisserie chicken. Got a Zia there, and they got a Copeland's right there. All that shit's on the outskirts, and in the middle is a big dead mall with vines growing all over it. And I'm like, dude, this looks like a creepy movie. It's like, oh look, this is dead, and you go turn to the left. Ah, look, nature.
Well, I ended my retail career.
What happened?
That's why I ended my retail career.
That's what's up. Yeah, I never worked there.
The day I walked out from Lids was the last day I from Esplanade Mall. No, like,
okay,
left the part-timer there. It's like, I got to go. And she understood too. She was like, I get it. Don't give a fuck. Open the register, steal the money. Have a bar. Give a fuck.
Like they're not gonna give me my last check anyway.
Oh, they did.
Oh, okay.
Then a couple of years I was involved with a civil lawsuit with them.
Jesus.
Yeah, not paying a lot of us. Even though I was on salary and they had like these policies, there was like this thing. I like to put it Chinese overtime, and yeah,
Those the Bayou Geeks Network do not condone or agree with any.
What I mean by Chinese overtime is like your overtime was nothing, like cents to the dollar, you know. And well, apparently they kind of went too far with that shit. And I know I should have been getting it, dude. I was pushing in like 90 hours a fucking week. And I wasn't getting nothing on my check. And I just, once I left, I didn't fucking care. Well, Easy wound up getting the paper. And I wrote to the lawyer company saying, look, I don't live in the same address I was I involved? My name involved. And the guy sent me a law late. That's when I was in my apartment on Lake. And they sent back and said, yes, your name. Yes, you were one of the people on the list that we needed to contact. Filled everything I felt needed to fill out. I got like a month later, I got a check for $1,500.
Well, that's not bad.
Anything from them, I'd taken.
Yeah, it was better than what you had.
I think Easy got like $400.
Jesus. Easy got jerked.
Well, I think they went back and got records of like, they had to, because for me to get $1,500, Easy $400, they had to, because Easy didn't have the same issues I had when it came to staff. I mean, I was the only person to open the store and close it.
Fuck that.
So I lived in that fucking store outside of sleeping.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much for me, bro.
Dude, I cracked. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I fucking cracked.
I would have too. That's too much, bro. That's why I got out of retail too.
Worse than jail. It was worse than fucking jail.
I don't know about that.
No, I'll tell you why. Because knowing I had the power of freedom, I didn't. If that makes sense. I was stuck in that store. It wasn't even like if I wanted to go take an hour break and take a drop, I couldn't. Now I had there was like rules. You gotta have a key holder in the store at all times. I said, fuck it. I'm going to fucking smoke cigarettes. I'm going to fucking get something to eat. Fuck this shit. I mean, you got me in the store 24/7. You're not going to fucking not make me just go take a walk away from the fucker for a second. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. I'd be pissed about that too.
I should have reported to my regional, which something I should have did. I should have, because I don't think he knew what the fuck was going on. And I think if I would have
talked regional manager.
Dude, that's a long fucking story, man.
We ain't got time for that.
Yeah, them last 6 months for me. Was it 6 months? It's something like that. Last 6 months, 5 months for me. Made me never want to work retail or hard again. Honestly, you want me to be real fucking honest with you. Because I seen where hard work got me, you know? More work.
And on that note,
yeah, that's why I don't put no effort into this fucking show.
Oh man. But yeah, bro. Oh, well, you know what? I want to talk about something real quick before we get out of here. Are you hyped up about the Olympics? Olympics coming, Summer Olympics coming?
I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah. Summer Olympics are coming up.
No, not really.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then we haven't really hashed out when we're gonna do this, y'all. But we got our anniversary show is probably coming up soon. I just checked on it. It's sometime in July. Don't know when. We got a lot of stuff planned for July. But I think our anniversary
not early August. I mean, beginning of August, because we'll just have like anniversary show. It won't be a year or nothing, just anniversary show. Then we will have a show out this Wednesday, I believe, 4th of July show. With we were supposed to have them last week, but something came up. Shaeen from Spitball Media podcast or YouTube show. We will be doing a show with him on Tuesday. And I'll have it up for 4th of July Eve.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
And what else? Oh, next Saturday, we'll finally we're going to get somebody from the we'll have Dirk, of course, and we're going to have somebody from the world famous podcast Quit Whining. They're number 3 over there, Just Tom. And we're going to cover something that we've never covered before. And I think it's something I think Gary was in. I think it's something we all were into at one point in our lives, no matter how big or small. Cards, trading cards.
Yep.
Tom's a big trading card guy, and it was like, oh shit, dude, come on the show. That's something we could talk about.
Yeah, I heard when we first brought that topic up. I that week heard a podcast about the Michael Jordan and the 23, the rare 23 of the Michael Jordan rookie cards. They were made by Fleer, but sold by Upper Deck, where there were 23 original signed copies of the rookie card, his rookie card, and they won. Like you get a pack, you'd get like a little phone number and a code, and you'd call that number and code, and they'd verify it, and then they send you the card, a mint condition, Michael Jordan signed baseball card or a basketball card. It would be his rookie card. And it was I was like, holy shit. But the crazy part is that they only had 14 of them that were redeemed, and there were still 9 of them that were out there that nobody knew where they were. Like they could be in private collections, nobody had a clue. And then they found out that later that not only that, but also that the plate that was made to actually make that card, that those plates, when Fleer went bankrupt and Upper Deck bought them, those plates that they made for that original 1984, and I think it was 1984 rookie card for MJ, they don't know if they ever threw them away or if somebody just took them or used them, because they still see a lot of these kinds of cards out there, but they're not. You can tell because the ink's not right, but there still might be the plates that pressed them still out there. I'm like, Jesus Christ, is that because nobody would have thought of that shit back then? Like nobody thought in the 90s, oh, let's go ahead and let's save these plates from these fucking rare prints that we made back in the day. These superstars.
I actually did get a Michael Jordan card one time in a pack. This is for the first year they won the championship. And I was buying, I can't remember what brand, and I collected the whole team. I forgot what brand it was at the time.
It was probably either Fleer or Upper Deck, one of those two.
No, it wasn't. I could tell you it wasn't Upper Deck.
So it's probably Fleer.
It may have been Fleer. It wasn't Upper Deck. I could promise that.
I think Fleer went out of business and Upper Deck bought them in like 92, 93, which would have been right after the Bulls won their first championship. So yeah, I can see that being somewhere from around then. But that's cool. So we got a lot of stuff planned for July, early August. Appreciate everybody, chiming in.
At some point, we'll have the Scanato brothers on here, Kevin and John. That's going to be, we got to schedule them on. They've already agreed to come back on.
That's what's up.
What else? Anything else we missed?
No, I guess let's run down the list of all the shout outs. You was hitting some of them.
I guess I'll do it because I'm past
Gary. I never have the list. With Mo Dirk City podcast. So I was like Mo Dirk.
The Mo Dirk City podcast, that's Mojo and Dirk. We'll see Dirk next Saturday. I'm sure when Dirk hears this, remember, Dirk, it's going to be about collecting cards. We sure believe he has some good, interesting ones too.
Pretty sure he's got some bunch of Asian porn collecting cards.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say story. Too.
Yeah.
I was going to say Chihuahua.
Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon trading cards that are like, whoa.
Dude, I gotta make Dirk an intro with like some animation. I got to.
Okay. Go ahead. Who else we got, bro? Who else we got?
Who else we got? We got the guys from Spitball Media, John Draper, Shaheen, and Pisha O'Brien, which we'll see Shaheen Tuesday. We'll talk about some horror movies. I guess 4th of July.
America.
Even though he's not from America, but see what
that's okay. I'm not from America either, bro.
He's an American now. He's one of us. He's a good dude.
I've been American since 1980.
Let's redneck, so we'll watch Shine. We got his back soon. I didn't want to say boy because we were like, oh, you said boy.
Power!
We don't believe in that down here, sir. That's northern people.
Oh shit.
Then we got our friends from Wrestling Soup, Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers, and our friend Mr. Kevin Castle, who's reunited with the great Don Tony. Catch them, the Don Tony and Kevin Castle show every Monday night or Tuesday morning. We got our friends Chris Matthews. Who am I missing? Why am I missing a podcast?
After the huddle.
Oh, after the huddle.
And his
No,
boy.
it wasn't them. It wasn't them.
Down South Sports Podcast Fanatics.
You said Chris Matthews. God, why do I feel like I missed somebody? Joe Punches, Jeff Lippman. Who else?
There you go, Jeff Lippman. There you go.
No, but I was missing somebody after I said Don Tony, Kevin Castle. I don't know. I guess that's it. And of course, our guest next week, Just Tom from the Quit Whining Podcast.
Yep. We got a special episode with Shaheen. That's gonna be fun.
Well, I was calling out the Quit Whining Podcast. That's why I did that like that.
Oh, okay.
Because it's all the love they'll get from fucking me. But
appreciate all the love. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, rate and review wherever you get your podcast. Tell your mom and them, bro.
You know, they know.
Bitch!
Later, y'all.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Take it easy. Peace out.